Hi everyone. So this is Total Body Circuits. I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes to see if people want to join, and then we can get started. So it's 3:59 right now. I'm just gonna wait about one more minute. Okay, so it is 4 o'clock, and this is Total Body Circuits. Once again, my name is Jillian, and I'll just go over the equipment really quickly. So I have 2 sets of dumbbells for today. I have a set of 10s and a set of 15s. And then something new that I have today is a mini band. This is just a small resistance band. This is totally optional, but we are going to incorporate this into a couple of our exercises today. And then I also have just a mat. You can use any soft surface that you have. And I also have a bench that I've raised up to, I've raised the height of it a little bit. So if you don't have a bench at home, you can use a chair or a stool or anything like that. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to check on all participants. All right, so we're going to get started with our warm-up. So we're starting out here with some pec. So bring your arms to a 90-degree angle. We're just going to go in and out to loosen up the arms. And you can go ahead and march your legs a little bit just to get some movement going in the lower body as well. We're here for about 10 more seconds, and then we're going to come down to the mat. All right, so coming down to the mat, walking your hands out to the plank position and walking them back. Keeping a slight bend in the legs right here and keeping the core engaged at the bottom. This is just to warm up the back of the legs, loosen up the hamstrings, and warm up the core as well. And meeting me down in the plank position, we're going to twist towards that knee. Once again, just loosening up those hips and the legs, as well as the spine. And in about 5 seconds, we're going to stand up. In 3, 2, and 1. Standing up, we're going to do some standing bicycles. Elbows out wide, and you're going to bring your knee to your shoulder. Focusing on rotating through the core. Really building up the internal body to get us nice and warm. And coming into reverse lunges in 3, 2, and 1. From this side, you're just going to step it back to 90-90 with both legs, keeping your knees bent to keep some load in the legs right here. Taking this at your own pace. We're just warming up right here. Keeping our chest lifted. And pressing through the heel. And coming into squats. Stepping your feet outside your shoulders, toes turned out. Just coming into some slow 90-degree squats. Squeezing the glutes at the top. warming through the glutes. We're going to be using our legs a lot today, so it's important to get those muscles warm. And coming into some side lunges, stepping out to the side. Once again, coming into that 90-degree angle on the bent leg, just like you're squatting back. Once again, keeping that chest lifted. And coming into jumping jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Jumping it out. Bit of cardio prep right here, getting that heart rate up. Touching the hands together at the top. Bending those knees. Jumping off the balls of the feet. 15 seconds left in the warm-up. Your own pace right here. So 3, 2, and 1. So that was our warm-up. I'll go ahead and explain our first circuit, which is cardio. So for our cardio today, we have 2 rounds of 3 exercises with a 30-second break in between. So each round is going to be 3 minutes, and then in between the 2 rounds, we're going to do a bar move. So our first move right here for 1 minute is going to be hip rotation squats. You're going to squat down. When you get to the top, rotate to the side, coming up on the toes, and other side. Really whipping those hips around. And next up, we have our jumping jacks, and optional right here, I have my medium dumbbell, holding it overhead, jumping in and out, just like in the warm-up. And for our last one, we have a reverse lunge to front kick. So once again, the reverse lunges, like in the warm-up, you're gonna step back and drive up with that knee and alternate sides. And then after that, for 30 seconds, we have plank tucks, and then doing that same set over again. So I'm just gonna grab a sip of water and then we can get started. Each exercise is 1 minute each. Getting ready in 10. And let's start in 3, 2, and 1. Hip rotation squats right here, 1 minute. Coming up on those toes, rotating as fast as you can, moving up and down as quickly as possible. Coming up on those toes will help you get that full range of motion with the hips. You want to align your hip with the center of your chest, focusing on rotating through the core. If you want, you can take out those toes and just rotate side to side, just rotating through the chest. Coming up on those toes for the full range of motion. Switching in 3, 2, 1. Grabbing that dumbbell if you want it. Jumping jacks. I'm keeping the dumbbell slightly in front of me, not all the way overhead. This is to protect my lower back. Give me a slight bend of the arms. Core engaged right here. Go ahead and hold the weight to chest for a reduction in load, or drop it all together. Challenge yourself right here to add that extra weight, increasing that power, increasing the drive through the legs. Got 15 seconds left. And we have the lunges. Give me 5 more seconds right here. Switching in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and drop that weight, coming into the reverse lunges. We're gonna actually stick with one side right here. Really maxing out that supporting leg. You're gonna drive through that heel. Land soft on that foot. Driving through with the opposite hand. This will help you get more height. If you want, just take out that jump for low impact. 20 seconds right here, then into the plank taps. Doing great right here. Steady movement. Keep that consistent pace. Once you find that rhythm, stick with it. Plank taps in 3, 2, 1, coming to the mat. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Feet out wide for stability. Try to keep the upper body as still as possible. This will help your core stabilizers. 10 seconds, then going right back into the hip rotations. You're standing up in 3, 2, 1. Right back into the hip rotations. This is endurance right here. These moves are increasing your stamina. Lack of recovery in between means that you're improving the efficiency of these moves. We fight through the fatigue, and we get fitter with each rep. 30 seconds right here. See how high you can get on those toes. See how far you can rotate around. Can you get farther each time? Chest lift, your shoulders down. Get up on those toes right here. Like you're facing each wall. Switching in 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks right here. I'm gonna hold the weight at chest this time. If you're really feeling strain right here, go ahead and bring that weight overhead. Gonna go ahead and drop this weight right here. If your legs are maxed out, you can do the same. You're still getting stronger. You're still getting those reps in. 30 seconds. Consistent reps right here. Consistent rhythm. Try and follow the same beat. Okay, 10 more seconds right here. Then we have our final cardio exercise of the circuit. First lunge is on the other side in 3, 2, 1. You hit that 90-90 every time in that full range of motion by bringing the leg, by bringing the back knee down. Once again, take out that impact if you need it. Taking out that impact doesn't mean you go any slower. You're still getting those reps in. You're still pushing through. 90-90 every time. Driving through the heel right here. You're giving me 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds right here. And we're going through that final round of plank taps. Less than 10. Jump it. You want it. Resting 3, 2, 1. Plank taps. Feet wide for stability. Hips are tucked under. Your core is so important for stability in all the moves we're doing today. Your core is your center of gravity. The more you strengthen it, the more explosive you can be. And rest. All right, go ahead. Take a breather, towel off, get some water. Catching your breath right here. Just gonna check on distance. Okay. All right, so our next circuit is going to be a lower body strength circuit. So what we're gonna do, so this is 5 minutes, it's 1 minute per exercise. And first off, we're going to start with kneeling squat. So I'm grabbing one heavy dumbbell, coming down to the mat, holding it at chest level. We're gonna go kneel to squat and switch legs, kneel to squat, holding that squat position for a beat. Next up, we have curtsy lunges plus knee drive. Once again, I'm gonna grab that one heavy dumbbell, holding it at chest level. You're gonna curtsy lunge behind, drive up, curtsy lunge back, knee drive. After that, we're going to do sumo deadlifts, holding onto that dumbbell. Your feet are coming outside shoulder width. You're going to deadlift down, dumbbell touches the floor, and back up. Down and up, squeezing the outer glutes. After that, we have single leg sit downs on the bench. So I have my bench right here. What you're going to do, taking that one heavy dumbbell, one leg is hovering above, you'll sit down on the bench and drive up. You can do this with or without weight. And then our final exercise right here, I'm going to put the mini bands on, and you're going to do 2 fire hydrants over to the side and 2 straight leg kicks. So both is in the max 30 seconds per side. Okay, so once again, taking a breather. Most of this is just with your one heavy dumbbell. If at any point your legs feel maxed out, you can drop down the weight or drop the dumbbell altogether. It's totally up to you. We have 15 seconds right here, catching your breath. Once again, we're getting started with those kneeling squats. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So once again, kneel down, come to squat, hold it, and switch legs. If you're staying low this whole time, this will keep the load on your legs and help you strengthen that muscular endurance. It's all about endurance today. Keeping your mind focused as well on switching legs every time, making sure we're working both sides equally. 20 seconds left right here, keeping that core engaged. Pressing through the heels to engage the glutes. Curtsy lunge in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alternating sides right here. Lunge back and drive with the knee. Once again, if this weight is too much for you, go ahead and drop the weight. You can do this with body weight as well. Curtsy lunges are good for your outside glutes. You're driving through the outside of your foot. Pressing through right here. You have 10 more seconds. Then we're going into those sumo deadlifts. Doing great right here. Sumo deadlifts in 3, 2, and 1. Once again, feet outside hips, toes turned out. You're going to deadlift down. Dumbbell lightly touches the floor. You want to keep those knees bent to keep the load in the legs. Just lift in right here, you're halfway through. Slow and controlled movement right here will really isolate the muscles and make them work hard. Keeping a neutral spine right here. We don't want that back to arch. Maybe 15 seconds right here. Pressing the knees out. Driving through for these last couple reps. Single leg sit downs. Grabbing my 1 medium dumbbell. And begin. We're doing 30 seconds per side right here. Once again, feel free to drop the weight. 5 more seconds on this side. If you need even more support, you can keep that other heel on the ground. Go ahead and switch sides. You're driving through the glutes and the quads right here. Control the movement on the way down. Don't let gravity do the work for you. Driving through the glute. 5 more seconds. And then putting on that mini band if you got it. All right, putting on the mini band. Putting on all fours, we're doing 2 fire hydrants. Leg goes up to the side. And then back leg straight for 2 kicks. Switching sides. And to the side. Keeping the legs straight for the back kicks. Work the hamstrings as well as the glutes. Working the side glutes with those fire hydrants. Get a rest after this. Got 15 seconds left right here. Legs are getting nice and strong right here. Pushing through for 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest right here. I'm going to go ahead and towel off. Next up, we have our final cardio circuit. This is going to be the same format as before. So what that means is that we're going to have the 2 rounds of 3 exercises with 1 minute per move and then a power move in between. Your 3 exercises are right here. So first off, we're going to jump forward, land in a half squat, and hop back. Forward, half squat, back. Next up, you have standing bicycles, just like we did in the warm-up. Knee drives through, trying to touch it to your shoulder. And the final move of that, you're going to do a lateral jump to the side and narrow jump, side and up. And your power move right here is going to be mountain climbers. So slow mountain climbers to engage the core. Knees coming slow. So you're doing 2 sets of those. In 20 seconds, we're going to get started with the jump to half squat. Go ahead and catch your breath. Grab another sip of water if you need it. Starting in 10. Jump to half squat in 3, 2, 1. Jump, half squat, back, half squat, back. So your half squat just means that you're not coming all the way to 90, you're only going halfway down. This means that the move should be even more explosive because you don't have that full range of motion from the squat. Really drive through the glutes right here. Exploding through this movement. Don't hesitate before you jump forward. Go straight into it. Keeping that movement going. 15 more seconds right here. Then standing bicycles. Exploding for 3 more. 2 and 1. Elbows wide right here. Focusing on bringing that knee as close to your shoulder as possible. Engaging that core. This may seem like a break, but right now my heart is pounding. Got a good workout even with low impact moves. Just as efficient as those high impact plyometric ones. 15 more seconds right here. Then doing that lateral jump to narrow jump. In 3, 2, and 1. Jumping off the outside of that outside foot. Exploding up in the air. How much air time can you get right here? Jump for that whole length of the mat. 40 more seconds. Using the arms, power yourself across. Engaging that core, that full height. Can you keep it moving for 20 more seconds? Or just step across right here. It's up to you. You've got 15 more. It's your choice to decide what to do with it. You jump for 10 more seconds. Mountain climbers. In 3, 2, 1. You can take it from the knees if you need to. Challenging those core muscles by coming up on those toes. You've got 15 more seconds. Coming into the jump to half squat. In 3, 2, 1. Once again, if you need a low impact right here, just hop it forward. 2-foot landing. Challenging yourself right here. By landing both feet at the same time. Going as far forward and backward as you can. Challenge yourself. Can I get behind this mat? Can I get all the way to the bench? It's up to you. What are you going to put your mind to today? What are you going to accomplish for yourself? Are you going to make this move as efficient as possible? Even if you need to land 1 foot at a time, it's all the same to me. Switching up. In 3, 2, and 1. Bicycles right here. Remember, don't arch that back. The core brace all the way through. Shoulders back and down. Those wide elbows will provide your core with resistance. Keep them there. Over halfway through this move. Then we have our final cardio push this whole class. Challenge yourself for this last minute of cardio with those lateral to narrow jumps, staying in plyo all the way through, keeping that jump in. Getting ready in 3, 2, 1. Push yourself right here. Challenge yourself. You've hit a rut right here. You think the fatigue is too much? I challenge you. Jump farther, jump higher, and you will prove yourself wrong. Reach with those hands. Every step, get closer to the width of that mat. Jump wider, jump higher, that explosion. You're giving me 10 more seconds right here. You go faster, you go harder. You're pushing through for 3, 2, 1. Down climbers. Final push right here to finish out this circuit. Bring those knees to chest. Core's on fire. We're going to keep it burning for 10 more seconds. Then you get a rest. Keep going. Resting in 3, 2, 1. Good job, everyone. That was a tough one, but I'm sure we all pushed through. Next up, we're going to work our arms and upper body. Once again, this circuit is the same as the lower body one. We have 5 minutes with 1 minute per exercise. I'm just grabbing a sip of water and then I'll take you through it. Okay, so our first exercise right here, so I'm just fixing the timer. It's going to be halo slants. I'm grabbing 1 medium dumbbell, that's my 10 pounder. Feet are at shoulder width. You're going to reach around with the dumbbell and slam it in front of you. Go back the other way, slam it down. This will work your shoulders. Next up, we have young tricep kickbacks. What you're going to do here is I have my 1 medium dumbbell coming down to a kneeling position. You're going to kick it back for 1, 2, and then 4 pulses at the top range. And then the last 30 seconds will be the other side. Next up, we have kneeling chest push-ups. I'm sure you're familiar with these. Hands come wide. Single push-up. Next up, we have kneeling bicep curls. 2 medium dumbbells. Curl with a twist. And last up, I'm going to put the band around my wrist. Staying on all fours right here. I'm just going to move the dumbbells so you can see better. I'm on my mat right here. I'm going to reach my hand out to the side and to the corner. Side to the corner, maintaining the tension on the band. I'm going to run and grab 1 lighter dumbbell, and I'll be right back. We are going to get started more slams. In 3, 2, and 1. Reaching around, slam it, other side. Keeping your arms at a 90-degree angle throughout to keep the load on the shoulders. You're slamming it down like you want it to bust a hole in the floor. Stopping at chest level. Feel your shoulders stabilize the weight to keep it from dropping all the way down. 20 seconds left. Here's a side view for you. My arms are staying at 90 degrees, keeping the load in those shoulders. Feel that tension building up right here in the front of your arms. The strong shoulders right here. And coming down to the mat. I have my lighter dumbbell. This is a 6-pounder. Coming back, 2 tricep kickbacks, and pulse, 2, 3, 4. Raise it, 1, 2, and pulse it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Switching sides, in 3, 2, 1. Coming down to the other arm. Once again, stretch it back for 2, pulse 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping that elbow in the same place to isolate the back of that arm. 15 seconds here, then we're going into those push-ups. Feel that muscle changing shape in that tricep. Push-ups in 3, 2, and 1. Knees or toes right here. If you really want to challenge yourself today, bring it up on those toes to increase the load on the chest. You're on those toes, making sure you're keeping a straight line from shoulders to hips to knees. Your arms are feeling maxed out. Drop it to those knees right here. This move will strengthen your arms just the same. So don't worry if you want to stay on those knees today. Got less than 20 seconds right here. Then we're working those biceps. Pushing for 10 more seconds. Feeling it in the front of your arms. We're curling in 3, 2, and 1. Got my 2 medium dumbbells right here. Chest is lifted, shoulders are down. Twisting those dumbbells at the top. This is an efficient move for the biceps. We're really isolating them right here. Making sure that you're fully extending your arms at the bottom for that full range of motion. Curling them up all the way to the shoulders. Giving me 20 more seconds right here. We're toning up these arms really well today. Putting on that mini bend right here. This last upper body exercise. Coming onto all fours, tapping hand out into the corner. Side to the corner. Band is around the wrists. Once again, if you don't have a band, that's totally fine. Just follow the same pattern of movement. The band increases the load on the shoulders, and you'll feel it in the triceps as well. Keeping the flat back right here. How far forward can you reach with those hands? Increasing the load on the shoulders with every rep. 15 more seconds right here, and then we get a rest. Slight bend in those arms. Pressing in 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, so that was our upper body strength. Our final circuit of work is coming up. Grabbing a sip of water. And we are taking it into our core circuit. I'll move these dumbbells over to the side for you so you can get a better view. So once again, we have 5 minutes and 1 minute per exercise. Our first one, we're coming into a plank position but staying on our knees. These are called spider push-ups. You can see it here. I'm forming a diamond with the first 2 fingers of each hand. Coming down, elbows touch the floor, and press back up. For a shorter range of motion, bring knees right below the hips. Press down and up. This engages the core right here through the triceps. And next up, we have a side plank. Hips are stacked right here, balancing on the right side, and then we're going to pulse it for the second half. Next minute is the other side. Then we have straight leg rainbows. Those look like lying straight down. Legs come side to side, forming a rainbow. And last up, we have triple C crunch pulses. Once again, lying down. And you're going to bring your legs up to a 90-degree angle and pulse 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 3. Those are our 5 exercises right here. We have 15 seconds before we get started with those spider push-ups. Go ahead and grab those last sips of water. And start in 3, 2, and 1. Just like a plank on your knees, hands are touching together. Brace the core all the way through. You bring your elbows down to the mat and press through. Your wrists are not in line with your shoulders right here. You want a bit more of a load on those arms so that they're in front of the shoulders. This will engage the front of your core. Slow and controlled movement up and down. This core engagement comes from keeping your shoulders in line with your hips. We have our right plank in 3, 2, and 1. Lifting up, making sure your bottom hip is lifted as well. Pressing through the side of your core, reaching that hand up will help you lift your hips all the way. In 10 seconds, we're gonna pulse it. Feeling those obliques light up, and pulse it out, down and up. This is a short range of motion. Your hips are going an inch down and an inch up. Feel free to bend that bottom knee to reduce the load. Hips are stacked directly on top of each other. 15 seconds and we're switching sides. And go ahead and switch. Coming onto the other side and stacking those hips. Stacking the feet as well, 1 foot in front of the other. Pressing through with that bottom hip, feeling the burn on the bottom side that's facing the mat. And pulse it out for 30 right here. Once again, feel free to bend that bottom leg and rest it on the mat to reduce the load. Doing great right here for 15 more. And then we're coming into the rainbows. Isolating the obliques right here with these pulses. And coming down for those rainbows. I'm actually going to prop myself up on my elbows. And making a semicircle with those feet. They're glued together. Getting them as close to the floor as possible. This is engaging the lower part of your abs. Increasing that range of motion by bringing your feet closer to the floor. This will engage the core even more. If you feel that your lower back is arching too much, go ahead and bend the knees. You've got 20 seconds left. And then coming into our final exercise, for those triple C crunches in 3, 2, and 1. Lying down, crunch up for a pulse. 2 and 3. Down, pulse 1, 2, 3. Legs stay at 90 degrees. If you want, just bring one leg up at a time to reduce the load. This will still be great for your core. No matter what exercise you choose, you're still working those abs and getting stronger with each rep. Pulse it out right here. All these pulses today help keep tension in your core. Really increasing that load and increasing your strength. Give me 5 more seconds. Resting in 3, 2, 1. Final pulses and rest. Go ahead and lie down right here. Taking a deep breath, and when you're ready, coming in for a lying glute stretch. One heel stacked on top, one ankle stacked on top of one knee. Stretching the back of your legs. And head and switch legs. We're going to roll it up right here, taking this at your own pace. Coming into a hip flexor stretch. Push those hips forward, untuck that back foot. And go ahead and switch legs. Feeling that open up your hips. Release the tension in your legs. Bring it back for a hamstring stretch. Keeping a slight bend in the leg. Pointing that foot forward. Straight. And go ahead and switch sides. And And when you're ready, we're going to stand it up for quad stretch. We really work your legs hard today, so make sure you stay and stretch them out so that your muscles can recover properly. And switch sides. Flexing that back foot. Try to touch your knees together. And let's bring it back for a shoulder stretch. Giving the shoulders a break from all those banded side to corner taps. And switch sides. Go ahead and bring one foot behind the other for a side stretch. In through the nose, without doing that. And switch sides. And let's take one deep breath. Okay, all right, everyone. Well, that was our class for today. Once again, my name is Jillian, and this was Total Body Circuits. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great workout. I hope you had fun, and I hope that you challenged yourself. Once again, I'll be back next week for another workout, and I hope you enjoyed. So I will see you in my next class. Thank you.